Okay, hey everyone, and welcome to the Class 66 Rocks third year YouTube video special. Now, this particular review will commemorate being on YouTube for 3 years, as you can probably guess by what I just said. So, this one is for February 2013 to February 2014. So in this review we are going to be taking a look at a Eaglemoss models collection. It's a Star Trek range, but I have got the particular ship mentioned in the book that I'm going to show you, but the model is slightly different, as you'll see in a minute. So as we can see here, we have the Star Trek Official Starships Collection magazine. This came with the original model that I had, and it's the USS Enterprise NCC 1701D. Now, as you can tell by the magazine, we've got quite a lot of information, obviously the specifications, etc. A bit of information, I'll just try and hold that a bit further back so you can see it, about the starship itself, images of the bridge, the enemies defaced, etc. But the model that I'm going to show you has got a warp drive, but it is a bit different to the original NCC 1701D. So we will now get on with the review of it. So that's the magazine out of the way. So before I show you the model, as you can see, it's presented in a very nice display box, with the StarTrek.com website on the bottom and the Starfleet logo in the middle. As you can see on the side, we've got the different series, so obviously Voyager, Deep Space Nine, the Next Generation and Enterprise. But as you can see, it's not just any NCC 1701D. This is the Future Enterprise. Now, I can't remember the exact name of the episode it was from, but it was like a parallel universe where the NCC 1701D met the Future 1701D. So the reason being is that it has actually got 3 warp drive engines. So the original had 2, but the futuristic one had a 3rd one on the top of here. So what we'll do, we'll take it out of the packaging and have a look at it. Now, it has got a display stand with it as well, so I will place that on the stand after, but I will show you them first. So as you can see, we have a small plastic part, it's trying to evade me, just here. This clips into the base, and then these 2 hooks on the top there just clip onto the back of the starship to hold it in place. And here we have the display stand, as you can see, and on the bottom here we can see it says USS Enterprise NCC 1701-D. So that's the display stand, so I'll just put them to one side for 1 minute and we'll take a look at the ship. So as you can see, it's protected in this very nice plastic casing, as you can see. So we're just going to take this off here like so, and slowly take the model out. Now, I have had this out for photographic purposes, because I took some photos of it when I first had it. So this is the 2nd time that it's been out of the box, so I'm going to have to be very careful not to break anything off it. So as you can see, here we have the NCC 1701D Future Enterprise. It is quite lightweight actually, it's not too heavy, it's not too light. So what we'll do, we'll start with the front of the ship. So as you can see, obviously if you've watched the TV series like me, all these areas around here that you can feel like a rivet effect on, these are like hull plating, lighting, etc. So obviously like for the quarters and everything. As you can see on the top, this area here will be where the bridge is, and as you can see there, it says USS Enterprise NCC 1701-D. So, turning the ship round to the side now, as you can see, it's the same as the standard 1701-D. There's actually nothing much different apart from this extra warp engine just here. So obviously, as you can see, we have the Starfleet logos on all of the, I think they're called warp nacelles, but correct me if I'm wrong by leaving a comment below. But as you can see, it is actually a high quality model, and I think this was a special edition alongside the original range that actually come out. So I thought, I've got the original and I'd actually seen this in an episode, so I thought I'd get hold of it as well. But as you can see, we have the warp drive, etc. This is the blue area. We also have the photon torpedo launcher, which I think is under here somewhere, along with the phaser array. Now if you can see underneath here, this is where the tractor beam is, or the deflector dish as it's sometimes referred to. So it is quite similar to the 1701-D, like I say. The only difference is it's got 3 warp drives instead of 2. So that is pretty much it, basically. The Eaglemoss models, USS Enterprise NCC 1701-D, Future Enterprise. So what I'll do now, I will place it on the display stand, take the camcorder off the tripod and film it from ground level. Okay, so here we have the USS Enterprise NCC 1701-D, the future version. Now I've placed it on the display stand, as you can see. So what we'll do, we'll just take a close look at it and I'll slightly turn it with my hand so you can see all the detail in it. So we'll just turn it around slightly now so you can see the back of the ship. And again, we'll just turn it slightly. Okay, and now I'll just turn it back to the front so hopefully we can see the deflector dish just underneath.